what I've done tonight is I've morphed into a few different things with this, in the sense that even just though it's a Marcus with your heel toe, that fell into Stephen Tocci because you mentioned Bonham. That goes back to Paul Barter, what we did with Bottom about a month ago now, actually. And Stephen Tocci I've mentioned. Lisa Kelly, your favourite drum. This is my favourite drum. Doris. I love you, Doris. And that's that. Actually, Marcus, I'll bring up one more thing that I just slipped up a little bit. It bobbed up last night in some typing and all of that, in the sense that when you're talking about your favourite drum, you're also talking about a guitarist's favourite guitar. And then when you're talking about that, you're talking about the sound of a band, okay, the sound. So what is the signature sound of the band, okay? Now, people like John Bonham, whatever he played, he sounded like Bonham, okay? And that's what we all strive for. But let's face it, I mean, the thing is, I remember reports. I missed out. I was allowed to go out, and I was let go. Yeah, son, go. Just don't go near the Rob Roy Hotel and the Champion Hotel. Anywhere else you can go. Don't go near there. All right, Dad. So off I went to concerts and all this sort of stuff. And but I was a little bit too young for Led Zeppelin at Kooyong. And all the reports came back was that the sound just sort of went whoosh out and gone, that kind of thing. Andrew Marshall, hello. Obey the beard, mate. Obey the beard. Go the beard. Ian Anderson, beard. You got to have a beard. That's inside joke thing. But anyway, but once we're past the beard, what happens is that the drum set is your signature sound. I mean, Andrew. The reason I brought up Andrew is because he mentioned David Bowie's Glass Spider tour in '88, which was a bit infamous at. Did I say Wimbledon? Or Kooyong? I meant Kooyong. Sorry, pardon me. I knew it was tennis. Yeah, Led Zeppelin at Kooyong in '72. And then David Bowie's Glass Spider tour in '88. You had the whole band there, but you could hardly hear them because of noise restrictions. And hello, Susie Cupid doll, we're fighting the fight. There you go, for that. And so David Bowie had to turn down and all this sort of business. And you lose the character of the band. So what can sometimes happen is that, and once again, this isn't a criticism, it's to actually go to your question, Marcus, is that if you're playing other equipment, now the obvious thing is the good old share kit, and that bobbed up last night. And not so much in a bad way. I brought it up with Jack the Bear, dear old Jack. Hello, Jack. And what it is when we were having our little interview for the show about a month, or it's only just finished going to air, but when we were there a month ago having a chat. And for me, 98% of the time, there's been no problems and stuff. But it's not your kit. And that's the thing. So it's not your sound. And sometimes I've had bands play for sheep stations. Everybody gets that. They get a bit burnt, or someone flogs the kit. And it's like, whoa, and all that sort of business. And then maybe some people think I do that of theirs, that kind of stuff. But there have been nights where it's just not the sound. I've had to give up on a rack tom some nights. I remember that. I remember one particular gig, and it was just like a dud. It was just like, doink. And every time I played it, it was like, doink. What was that? So I just said, I'm not playing it anymore. So I spent the whole night, you get all your routines. Everybody's got their lead breaks. Everyone's got their way of singing. Everyone's got their everything. You got your fill-ins. You got this, that, and the other. But all of a sudden, doink. So it's just... I remember another share kit where I went around and I just picked the bits that were good and played them, sort of thing, to try and keep the sound consistent. And that's a funny thing. So that's what sometimes, we all have to put up with that. And it's not even putting up. That's part of the gig. I mean, it's fantastic. You wouldn't want it any, like you want it best, and you want it, like when you can do it, get it perfect, of course, and all that. But, that's the real world, so you go with what you got again. That's the whole thing. So, I hope you enjoyed the show. My name's Chris Quinlan. I'd like to thank Marcus Sastamoinen, Lisa Kelly, Tim Colopy, Stephen Tocci, Andrew Marshall, anyone who's watching. Fantastic. Thank you for supporting the show. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. I'm out of here. I'm going to unplug, and I will see you next week. The show, MelbourneMusos, is on Sunday morning at 2 a.m. when you get home from the gig, or if you're still up and got a few Tim Tams left. And the new show is next Wednesday at 10 o'clock. I'm out. Take care. Bye-bye. Woo! There it is. Now, for a hard-earned thirst, you need a big cold beer. And that beer is Musos. MelbourneMusos. Okay, this is a little postscript to this particular show. Happy New Year. I've still got my Christmas lights up. And what it is I just wanted to thank you all for watching. This is 2020, and this is my 25th year of MelbourneMusos, the drum show and all that. And I just wanted to thank you for putting up with me, okay? And, I've had lots of people on the show over the years. It's been a drum show for a long, long time, but when the show started, back in 1995, just a few months after Channel 31 and community television in Australia started, I would have guests on the show, and I've had some heroes, I've had some beautiful people, and I've had a couple of dirty bastards as well. So that's the way it goes. That's cool. And what happens is that it became just a passion. You see, I thought I just got given 6 episodes when I started back in 1995. There's 6 episodes, Chris, see how you go. 25 years later, here I am. And the true star of the show is this beast here, Doris. Doris, my D-dub. She's been with me since 1997. Thank you, Paul Mosum, for that. And there you go. So this little part, this little postscript, this part of the show at the end is just really just a thank you for still watching, putting up with me. I took a couple of years off, and just when you're out, they drag you back in. I got asked back last year, sort of thing. This old bastard. I mean, what do you do? Anyway, I'm here, and thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. 25 years with this show. I'll keep going as long as I don't fall over, that kind of thing. And bless you all. Thank you.